InfoWars, Alex Jones, you're my man. Keep hanging in there. I'm from Detroit, Michigan, and I know how hard it is to get through to people. You've been fighting for us for a long time, and I'm grateful to know that this is InfoWars.
I honestly was a Democrat like eons ago and slowly developed into the Republican view, yes.
What made you decide to walk away from the Democratic Party?
The way they were dealing with our country, as I said to you earlier, taking all of America's jobs across seas and giving them discounts. Cash for clunkers was a big disgrace because it shut down every single secondhand shop, like mechanic shop, steel industry. They took those cars and they drilled a hole in them and they didn't even give them to anybody. It was disgusting.
I actually got out of college
Yeah, that sounds like a waste of daggone money. Sheesh.
whenever it was all starting. And now that it's coming back, I'm for Trump and I'm proud of what he's doing. So
Yes, bringing jobs back to America, bringing, opening, what we can supply for our country instead of, having the other countries having the upper hand.
I think I went through a stage in college where I was brainwashed by the system, but after that, that's living in Western Pennsylvania, that's we're all Republicans basically.
I liked Obama and I was more left, but then he did terrible the second term, so I switched. I've been radicalized after Brett Kavanaugh.
Hey, what I tell y'all, man? Whenever I'm checking out your daggone videos, and I don't care if he did a horrible job while he was in the administration, you do not talk about the Obamas. People like to comment under my videos and say, bro, I don't know when your love affair with the Obamas is going to go away, but it needs to stop now. Listen, I told y'all I didn't pay attention to politics at all. All I saw was a black family in the White House, and I was like, yeah, yeah, yes, 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 we can. And I don't know anything that happened after that, but I know. Being oblivious is no longer my thing.
Radicalized, what do you mean?
Like, I'm hardcore right. I'm never dating a Democrat.
I was actually similar to him. I used to be pretty far left until Obama's second term, and he kind of showed what the left's true colors are.
So what was it specifically, though, that made you walk away?
It's a lot of the legislation he was passing, a lot of the stuff that he did that kind of showed that more the idea of the whole globalization, not in a economic, showing that he'd rather put other countries in front of America. When you're the leader of America, you should put America first.
Yeah, so you've become pretty firm in disowning the Democrats after the fiasco with Kavanaugh. What really made you decide in that whole mess to walk away?
Pretty much when they just said that he has to prove his innocence and that it was a job interview. That's kind of crazy. I mean, she's the one making the accusations. She's got to prove herself. I mean, she had no corroborating witnesses. That's insane.
What do you think about how Obama kept pushing for gun control? Would that have played into why you walked away from
Was the young man was talking about Blasey Ford? Okay.
the Democrats?
1,000%, because I live over in New York State, and the gun laws they have there are just ridiculous. They're just destroying the Second Amendment, and that's something that you can't do.
She actually is the one who red-pilled our entire family because we were really afraid of President Trump. And then she started doing research, and we discovered that he is not a fascist, and like Hillary Clinton really
I also
is a
figured
fascist.
between the two, I was scared of both Trump
Yeah, we were
and
scared of-
Hillary,
she was
but I knew, thanks Mom, I knew Hillary was worse. And so I actually made myself do research in hopes I'd find something that would prove, because you don't want to believe the president or whoever's going to be president is going to be this horrible, terrible man.
A lot of people.
She's such a sweetheart. She's such a sweetheart and so respectful of her mom, man. I like that. When I see stuff like that, that makes me feel good because I'm family before anything. Family first, man. That's just how I am. And when I see a young lady who cared enough about her family to start doing research on everything political, because she seated her entire family, it could be a task and a half, especially if the people who live with you are dead set against a certain person. And then next thing you know, baby girl started to do all of this research and bring it to you, and you like, okay, I might not listen to those politicians, but I'm gonna listen to my baby. Okay, what you got there? And they're just showing you facts after facts, and you're like, whoa, God gracious, I can't believe I was thinking this about this person. So kudos to her, man. Kudos to you, young lady.
People called her Nazi at school. All my kids got called Nazis all the time.
Wow.
I lost a lot of friends. We lost family, but we're here. So.
So have you guys been Democrats before then?
Yeah, I'm a registered Democrat, but I do that to throw them off because I want to vote in the
union.
we want to vote in the primaries. Yeah.
I was in the union, but it really didn't take much for me to switch. Democrats are pathetic because the unions, they say they help people in jobs, but they really don't help people get jobs.
No, for like 20 years, we were living like hand to mouth, and under Obama, it seemed like nothing was going to get better at all, nothing, and it's really refreshing.
Nice
I feel really good.
air.
Did you guys vote for Obama?
I did the first time. I didn't want to because I've been pro-life my whole life, but I voted for him because he's the first black president, really. And that was kind of a weird reason to do it. I didn't like the other guy.
That was the thing right there, to be on the right side of history. Why? I used to have an issue with that. When people say, I want to be on the right side of history, people were voting with disingenuous votes. It's almost like wasting your vote. Yeah, I know. You voted for him because he was black. No, I actually didn't vote for him because he was black. I voted because I used to always vote straight down the line. Democrat, 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 Democrat. Anything Democrat, I used to vote. But it was just like a cherry on top that it was a black dude with a black family, and he was from, I thought he was from humble beginnings. I later found out what it was. It is what it is, but I understand what she's saying. She was like, I voted for him the first term because he was black, although I was pro-life, and so yeah.
But then second time, no. And then with Trump, we all, recorded our vote to make sure that there was a picture because we were all ready to like shove it in someone's face if they,
Very determined.
We were very determined.
Very determined.
Also, I've noticed around here, it's been years, but our streets are finally being fixed. Haven't you noticed? Since Trump's been elected, I mean, from what I've noticed, our streets that were in pretty bad shape, they're finally working on them. And
Erie, just to say, brought Trump into, we made him win Pennsylvania, which made him win the presidency, because we're the only ones that turned Erie. So there you go.
Trump, #1, all the way, yes. 6 more years.
Why do you support Trump?
Oh, why not? He has done more for our country in, a year and a half, 2 years, than any other president has ever done.
We already knew that she was going to be ready for the microphone. She was camera ready. She came from way down the daggone street singing songs about Trump. She was ready. So this is something. Where's the passion? Listen, Democrats, this is what we need for Biden. Who's walking up the street singing the praises of Biden? Yes, where's Biden's people? Yeah, yes, Biden, Kamala, yeah. Who's singing the praises of Biden, man? I swear to goodness, it's nobody. That's sad, man.
Probably all together.
Have you always considered yourself a Republican?
Actually, no. No. But I got smart. I got very wise.
When did you walk away from the Democratic Party?
Look at that girl in the background just young lady, if you don't get your ass from in front of the camera just posing and voguing. TikTok, Instagram, selfie time.
Golly. Oh, probably about 10 years ago.
What made you decide to leave?
I don't like what they stand for or how they go about doing what they, try to accomplish. They think that all the American, men and women are stupid. And, we have a voice, and Trump has given it to us.
I'm glad she said that. Politicians do act like Americans are dumb and will just follow whatever they say. And the reason why they do that is because it's been working for so long. It's been working for so long. They feel like, okay, you already know that they're going to vote for us. We did our jobs. We did our speeches. We had a couple of celebrities come through. You know what I mean? Yeah.
And we're screaming.
What really made me walk away from the Democratic Party is when they were telling me something that I knew wasn't true in my heart. And it's stuff like, if you might want to say, who to vote for, what their agenda was, and I find out it was different. And basically they wanted me to actually vote, actually blind, without even finding out who Hank Johnson was and who Maxine Waters was and all these other people that are mixed up in the Democratic Party that happens to look like me. So I have a problem with that.
I've been chased, I've been chased.
I'm glad that he said that. They would put like black leaders in front of you and say, yo, they're black. Vote for the blacks. And you'd be like, okay.
I've been having, believe it or not, I have been having, like, by me doing this talking to y'all in my head and stuff, I'm probably gonna need to find me some little homebody, no. But
So you're being chased by who?
by the Black Lives Matter people, the protesters, like, and I goes back to them and say, they have to understand them. And I tell them, like, why would you get me? What did I do to you? I'm not taking no food out your mouth. I'm not taking your money from your bills being paid. I'm not hindering you from growing in life. So why would you mad at doing what I want to do?
So you haven't been attacked or chased by any of the Trump supporters, though?
No Trump support. They love me.
Generally, I don't.
Yeah, because when you're black and you don't, if you ever do anything that look like you're against them, you become their enemy. Straight up like that. So that's why.
Don't super support him. I'm just here to have a good time. But, you know, I definitely think that the left wing right now isn't doing us any favors. Right wing not doing us a lot of favors, but they're doing more than the left wing. Vote third party.
Yeah. So libertarian, is that what you're saying?
Classical liberal.
Classical liberal. So have you always been a little bit more of a liberal?
Yeah, I would say so.
Bernie Sanders first, and then I looked at Bernie. But when I saw Mr. Donald Trump, that's what changed me over, because I knew he was pure in his heart, what he wanted to do. And when they rejected him, I was in Detroit when he came to the ministers and asked just to sit down and talk. It was so much resistance. So now that I see that the unemployment rate for blacks is at its all-time low, and you still won't get people to understand that there's some change going on, I know that I can bring other people over by just giving them the facts, just the way I learned. So it's just a lot of misinformation, and it caused me to change.
Hey, listen, I want to say, first of all, that gentleman right there, this dude right here, he looks like the deacons from the churches that I've used to worship in. He looked like a couple of the reverends from the churches I used to worship in. I mean, he looked like some of my uncles. He looked like a lot of people that I've had many conversations with, older gentlemen from the job who absolutely love, and don't get offended when I say this, he absolutely loved black culture. It's the same as Candace Owens. Absolutely loved black culture. And he's serious about his family and his community. And when he's constantly being fed lies, he get pissed off. You can see it in his eyes. He was just completely done with it. He was pissed off about it, especially when you find out that somebody has been blatantly lying to you for a long time. So when he started to see the truth, and he's seeing all these jobs become available for African Americans, he was like, whoa. So what was the last administration doing? Speaking of the last administration, that was somebody who looked like me. Why was he not doing certain things to enhance the black community? And he's like, so he's talking to other people who are still vehemently against Trump. And he's showing them he's done this, he's done this, he's done this, he's also done that. Y'all still don't believe it? They're like, come on, man, you selling out. You Uncle Tom. You this, you that. They probably wouldn't say that to him. because Cuz looked like he would smack the hell out of somebody if they told him that to his face. So they probably whispering it. They probably just won't have any conversations with him about it. But I'm really feeling this guy's testimony about it because I can relate 100%. Okay, so that's it. I want to hear what you all have to say about this in the comments below. And if you have yet to hit that subscribe button, please make sure you do so on your way out the door. I'm holding this microphone because one of my great supporters sent this to me, and I haven't gotten the batteries to work in it properly. When I'm always dropping the mic, it's supposed to say mic drop or something like that, but unfortunately I don't. So I got to get it to work properly. But I look forward to seeing you on the next video, hopefully inside the Patreon as well. Y'all have been amazing, man. Love y'all. And keep on learning, all right? Every single day you wake up on this side of heaven, you know it's a good day because God is giving you another opportunity to get it right, okay? So you don't have to be perfect, but just know that you should be grateful, thankful, and appreciative of grace and mercy. And know that if you are here and you're watching this video right now, that you have another opportunity to do some amazing things. All right. Love y'all. See you next time.